right, we're going to start. This is the meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals, July 22nd. The meeting is conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort is going to be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time. This meeting is being recorded, and within 48 hours, a link to the recording will be posted on the town's website. The following members of the Zoning Board of Appeals are here. Myself, Brian Heath, Chairman. Anna Klimas is the Vice Chair, and Amanda Mattel is a member. During the votes, all the board votes will be taken as a roll call. We also have attending Steve Solari, the Building Commissioner, and Nicole Salvo, sorry, Executive Assistant. At the start of the meeting, everybody's mics will be muted. The board's mics will be unmuted throughout the whole meeting. And as the items appear on the agenda, the project representatives' mics will be unmuted. If you have a question, this is a public hearing, so if you have a question, you can use the chat feature to ask your question. But before you do, please list your name, state your name and your address, and then you can go to your question. Chair's going to recognize questions in order. You can also use the raise my hand feature in the participant menu, and you'll be unmuted when the chair recognizes you. Again, please state your name and address before you ask your question. If you're on the phone, you can use the *9 to raise your hand and ask a question. We have only one item on the agenda tonight. It's a variance request in relation to 51 Cottage Street. I see that the applicants are being represented by Silver Engineering, and I see Larry here. Larry, will you be doing it instead of Rebecca?
Yes.
Okay. You're looking for a 3.7% side setback in relation to the tables of dimensions on a lot over on 51 Cottage Street. Give us a little background and justification for the setback.
Yes. This petition that's before you is for variance to allow for construction of a single-family home. The assessor's reference is map 48, lot 66. It's a legal non-conforming lot, and it's located on the southerly side of Cottage Street. The lot is sufficient in size that it has 26,544 square feet, but it has only 6,694 feet of frontage. This area, Bridgewater, is residential D, normally requires 125 feet of frontage and 18,500 square feet of lot area. The rear portion of this property is zoned residential AB, which you know has larger requirements, but those don't really come into play here. The proposed plan was submitted to the zoning enforcement officer, and he issued a letter on June 11th, 2026. And Mr. Solari indicated that the proposed plan to construct a 30-foot by 50-foot dwelling was allowed on the legal non-conforming lot. But as we showed it on the plan, we would need a variance for just under 4 feet from the left side yard because we can't meet the 20-foot requirement due to the shape of the lot. So the grant, so we're looking to do, and this is the illustration. I don't know if you were able to get it, but it's an illustration of the style of house that we're looking to put there. And what we're looking for is granting of the 4-foot relief along the street frontage would allow for us to construct a 30-foot wide design that includes an entry porch and a front-facing garage internal to the structure, not exterior.
And Larry,
configuration.
Just to confirm, you had said you needed a 4-foot frontage. You need a 4-foot side setback.
So, I'm sorry, did I say front? 4-foot side setback?
Yes.
Oh, I said granting 4 feet of the relief along the street frontage, but it's the side. It's actually not the It's
You
not the
don't,
front.
as you said, it's a legal non-conforming lot, so
That's
the
correct.
frontage issue is a non-issue.
That's correct. It would include an entry porch and a front-facing garage, like I said, internal to the structure. The configuration would allow for a vehicle to enter from Cottage Street and provides room to park another vehicle behind it, much the same as others that are in that neighborhood. The rear of the structure will have a patio, lawn, and the remainder will be wooded. There are wetlands identified on the plan outside the area of the house construction. So we're trying to keep everything outside of the 100-foot buffer zone to the best that we can. The property to the east, where the relief is sought, is improved with a garage and a driveway adjoining down the common line. Vegetation will be maintained along the common line. And to the west, the adjoining lot has a driveway and a home that's approximately 14 feet from the property line. The requested relief, we feel, is justified because of the hardship of the long, irregular shaped lot, which the land outside of the wetland buffer zone is narrow, allowing for the buildable zone to be only 26 feet in width. Granting the requested relief, we feel, would not derogate from the intent of the zoning bylaws, since the lots and improvements along Cottage Street date back to a time when lot widths and setbacks were a lot less than what they are today. Development of a 30-foot wide structure will allow for a design that will have a balance, having the garage and also still have the porch. You've seen somewhere it's you barely get a door to the left of a garage, and it's really not very inviting. We feel that this is give a balance. It'll be an asset, having this type of design. So it's respectfully requested that the board allow for a variance from the left side yard setback of 4 feet. It's in the building inspector's letter. He indicated that our plan shows 3.7. We're asking for it to be an even number of 4. And then what we would be looking to do would be to make sure that the foundation is staked out at the time of construction and pinned to make sure that there are no problems, because this would be very tight, and that we would provide an as-built of the foundation to verify that it was constructed according to the plan. And with that, I'd answer whatever questions you might have. And I should add that the real brains behind everything is being quiet here. Rebecca's here, and my client is also Christian is on the line too.
Amanda or Anna, do you have any questions for Larry?
No questions from me.
I just have one question. So in what you just said, I think you said the house to the east also has a setback of 14 feet versus 20.
I believe that I said the one to the
right.
west
The
had a
west.
14. The one to the east is a garage that's close to the property line. I didn't say the specific number.
Okay. And then, so the house to the west that has the 14, is that setback the one that shares the property border with the proposed dwelling, or is it on the other side?
No, we're meeting the setback on the side where the existing house is to the west.
Okay, I see.
You see the dotted line on the plan?
Yep.
The structure is on the other side of the dotted line. It's within it.
Okay, yep.
You see it, the proposed. It's the
Yeah,
other side where there's just a standalone garage that we're asking to be closer to.
Okay.
Hey, Larry, did anybody speak with any of the abutting neighbors?
My client can speak to that. I believe that Chris may have spoken to the neighbors. You'd have to unmute yourself there, Chris. Chris, can you, okay, there you go.
There you are. Yes, I did. I reached out to the Rodriguez family that owns the standalone garage side, and they didn't seem to have any issues with it. The other neighbor, there's a piece of property on this that there's an adverse possession case, so they are acquiring a piece of this land in a lawsuit with this piece of land.
Your piece?
Well, yeah, if you look at that the configuration along that property line, you see a stone bound held. Okay, so if you went 90 degrees to that up and across, there was a disputed section of this property that is being taken by adverse possession. So this is what you're seeing here is what we have to work with.
So the land that's being taken by adverse possession is not part of the 26,544.
No,
Okay.
it's a square that's above there as Rebecca is showing.
Okay.
So we excluded it from the lot in terms of the illustration.
And the neighbors both have agreed to that.
All right. Do we have anybody? This is a public hearing, so Cole, or you see anybody out?
I do not see anybody in the chat or raising their hand.
Okay. Amanda or Anna, if you have no further questions, would one of you make a motion to close the public hearing portion of it?
I'll
Public
make a
comment.
motion to close the public hearing.
I second that motion.
All in favor? Anna,
Aye.
Amanda,
Aye.
and myself, aye. I personally, I went past the lot. I saw it. They're small. All the houses down there are small. I really don't think it goes against the code here. This is an old lot, and the bylaws have changed numerous times. I don't think 3.7 is crazy. If either of you ladies disagree, you certainly can. If you would want to make a motion one way or the other, and we will.
I would make a motion to approve the variance for 4 feet under bylaw 4.2 based on the shape of the lot, the topography, and the now that has been described the adverse possession as well. Given all those factors, the request for 4 feet, a variance for 4 feet, I think is reasonable.
Okay. Can I get a second on that?
I will second that motion.
All in favor? Anna?
Brian, can I just
Yo.
have discussion for one moment? Sorry, it's
Okay.
Nicole.
Okay.
The application as well as the legal ad, note that the variance is for what, 3 points?
3.7.
So we cannot authorize a variance for 4 feet.
Yeah.
If they would now like to request 4, we can amend the application and renotice. Otherwise, the board only has authorization to provide a variance for what was requested. So
Requested, right.
Anna, just as guidance, if you still would like to approve that, you just need to amend your motion and then we can move forward. If not, that's okay too, but just needed to get that little tidbit.
And I just want to clarify, as we talked a little earlier, Nicole, is the application that I have shows a requested relief of 1.6. Was there an amended application?
So I have the legal ad. I base that on Steve's letter. So what was on Permitize might have been incorrect at one point, but based on the zoning enforcement officer's letter, that's what we advertise on. So I'm not too sure why that read incorrectly at first, but Steve's letter and what we advertised for.
Yeah, Steve said 3.7. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
read the application.
you're looking at the
to match it.
application from Permitize. Is that what you're looking at?
I'm looking at the application that was submitted to us with the package
packet,
material.
yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why it was reading differently, but I based it off. I confirmed with Steve that's what they were requesting.
Rebecca or Larry, did you guys go in and adjust your application,
I can speak to that if you'd like.
please?
The brains, yes.
Yes, the short answer is yes, we did. We started the application where the house was a little more centered on the lot, asking for
Mhm.
variance from left and right. And then Larry looked at it and said, why don't we just ask for one away from the garage? And so we couldn't modify the permit eyes because the application was already paid for. So we couldn't just cancel it out and start a new one. So at the time, Shane just said, we'll do whatever we're doing now, and here we are. So it was physically changed after we had already started the process of that.
But to Nicole's correct assessment is we can only approve what was published because that is what
Yes.
Yeah, and it was published appropriately at
at
according to our
3.7.
building commissioner's letter. So I did confirm with Steve what you actually wanted because I wanted to be sure. So
Steve has his hand raised, Steve?
I do. So yeah. So if you give the variance for the 3.7, and Larry decides to put it at 4, it doesn't matter because he's doing it. He's making it less non-conforming than it was asked for. So 3.7 is what you'd vote on. And if they wanted to shift the house so it still met the 20 on the other side and was 4 on this side, it wouldn't matter to the variance. It's still in the box that was approved by the ZBA. I think it's what Larry was trying to more or less say.
3.7 is what we're requesting, please.
Right.
Thank you.
So I'd amend my motion to approve a variance for 3.7 feet.
Second, Amanda?
Yep, I'll second that motion.
Okay, all in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Amanda?
Aye.
And I vote in the affirmative as well. So the variance is provided and affirmed at 3.7 feet on the side setback.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. We don't have anything remaining on the agenda tonight, so we've already motioned to close the public hearing. Now we just need a motion to adjourn.
Do you see the slip opinion?
Pardon?
Did you see the slip opinion
The slip opinion?
today?
No.
That's it. I just told you about it. You're talking about 85 Dwell?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second that motion.
All right. All in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Amanda?
Aye.
And myself affirmative as well. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Have a
Take
good
care.
night, everyone.
thanks,
night.
everyone.